Hello friends and followers. So in my last video on the HRO 500, I showed how the 7.5 volts and 5 volts were critical for the spectrum generator to work and provide decent pulsed output. Well, so today I followed through with that and I put in two active regulators, 7805 and a 7808, and all those are doing is the 7805 here is taking place of the 5 volt Zener diode. Since this is a 7808 and I need about 7.5 volts, I simply have taken the voltage that goes into the Zener diode. So I think this is a 7.1 volt Zener diode. Right, where is the camera going here? There it is. So yeah, that red piece there is a 7.1 volt Zener diode right there. And so what happened was the power went in through here from 12 volt supply, and this resistor and this 7.1 volt Zener would provide, well, 7.1 volts right at the output terminal. So what I did is I'm taking the voltage that would go to that, would supply this whole board really, and I grab that wire right here. So that wire, this black wire, was attached where this resistor is. So I'm running the supply that used to go here through a 8 volt regulator, this 8 volt regulator here, and then I bring that back. So basically 12 volts was going into here, or whatever the supply was, and now it's a regulated 8 volts. So that regulated 8 volts is then taken down to 7.45 by the Zener diode. So that gives this Zener and this resistor, limit the current, a little less work to do. Okay, for the 5 volt Zener, they had a little 5 volt Zener in here. I just cut the current diode off of that, removed the Zener, and so now I have this 5 volt active regulator here, a 7805, and I basically take that 5 volts, produce 5 volts here, and I just feed it in where that 5 volt Zener was. Okay, so this is pretty much stabilized those two voltages. And I'm pumping about 12, 13 volts into this thing now, so we can check the 5 volts now. And it's, well, what's it doing here? There it is. Yeah, it's pretty much on the money. So we have an exact 5 volts now pretty much, and the Zener here, let's see, we have 8 volts going into the Zener diode there, and yeah, it's a ground, so it taps down here. So I'm going to measure it down here, and that's about 7.4 volts. That's pretty close to 7.5 volts. So the beauty of this whole thing is I can now skew the voltage up and down on the power supply. I can really vary this around up to 15 volts and down to about 11 volts, 10 volts, and those voltages don't really change. So that's a big improvement. I think now what I want to do is the voltage controlled, the HF oscillator is here. That's a transistor for it, and that thing is basically running off 12 volts unregulated. So I want to regulate that, get that 12 volts regulated, and then see how the radio works as far as stability. So I know that the big concern last time was how did this affect the spectrum generator, harmonic generator, because that was the main problem. I wasn't getting any output from that. So yeah, we can take a look at that now, I suppose, and see how that's going. Maybe I'll do that in the next video. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great day.